Hi, I'm Milo Davis, the Undersecretary General of Technology at LAIMUN 19. I'm going to be showing you what the tech committees are going to be using that's going to make them different from regular committees. So the first thing you're going to need to follow along with me is your login, which is something you should be able to get from your advisor. If they haven't received it yet, please let us know. Um, if you don't get it from your advisor, it'll be on the back of your credential at the conference, so don't worry about it. So go up to Conference, Tech Login. To get to the login page, you just click, and then you type in your login. So your password will be 5 or 6 characters. It's all lowercase, so don't worry about it. The username may have some capitals in it. So you then click Login. And now I've logged into the chat. So there are a few key elements here that you should know about. And the first will be the search box, which you click on. Works like any other search box. The results will pop up down here in the countries. So let's say I'm going to search for Canada. Well, it pops up, everything else disappears. If I click off the search box, everything else will reappear. So you don't need to worry about suddenly banishing everything forever. Now, let's say I was trying to find North Korea. The DPRK will pop up. Now, you don't have to necessarily type exactly what the country is called in the list for it to still show up. And so I can just clear out of that and get all my countries back. So then you've got a button here which says View Speakers List. If you click it, it might take a second to load, but then you'll be viewing the speakers list. The countries in red that are crossed off, they've already spoken. Now, obviously, this is an example in your committee. This will be a much longer list and probably won't include the single letter F. Next, below that, you've got the Chair button, which allows you to talk to the chair, the full committee, which allows you to talk to the entire committee, and then you've got a bunch of different buttons for each country in your committee. Now, this list might be daunting, so once again, you can use the search box right up here. So over here, in this area, you've got dots. Now, what these dots do is they tell you something about the caucus group of that country. So let's say I was going to try to join or create a caucus group. I could just click one of these dots, let's say the DPRK. Now, that dot will turn yellow because they've received a request and it's pending. So they can accept the request or decline it. It looks like they accepted it right there. Now their dot turns green. And I get this option to talk to a caucus group. This is my caucus group. No one outside this group can see it. So I can say, hey, group, hit enter, and they could all respond however they wanted, right? So then going in and talking a little bit about how you could receive messages as well. Let's say I receive a message. So what'll happen is I'll have the red bar right here appear. So that means that I've received a message. So I just click that, and now I can talk to, it looks like the DPRK again. So I could send them back a message. I just type in here. It'll tell me who I'm sending it to. So it's to the DPRK, just in case I forgot. I go, hi, DPRK. Hit enter, and it'll send. On an iPad, it's the return key on your keyboard. And then they can see this message. It'll pop up. If we're talking, they can send a message back, and it'll pop up right in my feed. Wow, the level of discourse here is pretty amazing. So now let's say I wanted to leave a caucus group. Well, I can click the red dot. If you hold over and forget, it'll say click to leave caucus group. So I can click it, and now I'm out of the caucus group. I don't have one. So let's say somebody sent me a request to join a caucus group. So they would click the dot, and then in a second, a little dialogue will appear on my screen. So it looks like the DPRK has invited me to join a caucus group. Well, that's good news. Maybe we were talking, sending some notes, having some serious policy discussions, and now we're ready to create a group. I can accept the invitation, or if I don't want to join their caucus group right away, I can decline the invitation. So I'm going to accept, and once again, we'll see that they pop in. Now the countries that are shorter, those are in my group. Everyone else is not. So now I can click the red dot and leave once again. I can talk to the group. This is a new group because no one was left in the group, so it ceased to exist. So the messages I previously sent can't be viewed. An important note, you can only see up to 150 messages at a time in the list, and this is because of certain tablet RAM restrictions. We apologize for any inconvenience. So I can leave the group. Now you may see some countries down here that with red indicators in your actual committee. Those countries are in a different group. You can still send them a request, and that request will come with a special warning reminding you that if you accept that request, you'll leave your current group. Now, once I'm in a group, I'm free to add other countries that I want to have in my group, as is everyone else. It doesn't matter who starts to create a group, anyone can, and the chairs don't see it. Well, I hope this clears up what's going to be happening in tech committees, and we look forward to seeing you at the day of LAIMUN. Thank you.